Hi everyone, today our team will provide a presentation about BlueSea's engineering policy and guidelines for remote teams. First of all, me, Yichao, will provide the introduction, then Kaijie will provide a summary of 5 questions and the list issues that policy and guidelines for hybrid teams need to address. Thirdly, Vagnish will explain the details of policy and guidelines and provide a responsibility statement for our BlueSea's staff. Then Yushi will provide a staff engagement plan that will fully consider the suggestions from our staff. Next, each will focus on a brief report to study how hybrid working impacts client relationships. Finally, Yushi will give us a conclusion. Now, I will hand over to Kaijie.
Thanks, Yitao. I'm Kaijie Xu. Now, in this part, let me summarize the agreed response to the 5 questions. Firstly, it's about the advantages and disadvantages of hybrid team. In the aspect of advantages, based on remote working, members could choose their working locations and working hours more freely. Meanwhile, this mode also could effectively save running expense for companies and a certain commuting costs for employees. But in cultures, in disadvantages, remote members may feel isolated due to the lack of opportunities for small talk with other members. Besides, lower efficiency for remote members and the phenomenon of ignoring the contribution of remote members would happen in this hybrid mode. Now, the second one is about building a shared organizational culture. In that case, there are 3 specific measures. The first is creating a visual server culture and post on the workplace and the online platform. The second one is to build trust internally and externally among employees, teams, and the organization. Third method is that leaders should keep in touch with team members closely and delivering the beliefs and the real care to them. In the aspect of developing a hybrid team, the first is to fulfill clients' needs, which could, depending on keeping regular meetings with the clients and spending saved time on better solving problems for clients. The second is to improve performance, which could be mainly based on setting clear goals for team members and distributing tasks according to individual skills, as well as conducting skills training and establishing reward and punishment system. In the aspect of dealing with diversity, all members in the organization should respect cultural diversity and the gender difference. And the punishment should be taken for related discrimination whenever necessary. On the other hand, members with different individual skills and locations should be treated differently. Leaders should properly assign the tasks based on location and individual skills. Lastly, for better addressing the distraction issues, mindfulness should be taken. The company could invite the related masters to teach mindfulness for employees. And when members have completed a certain training, the company should regularly conduct practice of informal and formal mindfulness. Now, move to the issues from response. You can see here, they are listed specifically according to the related response. The first is about advantages and disadvantages of hybrid team. And the second is about building a shared organizational culture, you can see. And the third, developing a hybrid team. The fourth is about dealing with diversity. And the fifth is about manifold needs. Now my part have completed. The next part will be presented by Vijinesh. So thanks.
Draft policies are a statement of objectives that the organization is committed to achieving. We are talking about the four main draft policies: effective communication, eligibility and availability, diversity and equal opportunity, safety, health, and well-being. In effective communication has always been a challenge while working in a team, and implementation of the hybrid team added a new flavor to it. A good and open communication between the team members can develop a sense of trust among the employees and solve many issues. One of the best ways to enable the effective communication would be to develop and maintain an online platform in which the employees can communicate, assign tasks, etc. Another way would be a platform to provide feedback by the employees to all the organization levels. Since all the job functions cannot be done from home, we need to define which ones can be done remotely. Once it is defined, we need to develop an hybrid working model which is available to all the employees. The employees who want to request for remote work from home has to pass the eligibility criteria. Hybrid team opens up to a world full of diverse people with diversities including culture, location, and capacity and gender. So we need to treat all the employees with dignity and respect. Any unlawful discrimination would not be tolerated. Developing and maintaining a safety standard that is incorporated into the way we design, plan, and execute our work. Identify the risk in the workplace of both the employees in the company as well as remotely. Promote the programs based on health and well-being of the employees. And encourages the employees to report assets and incidents so that there is a continuous improvement in the organization. To ensure the above outcomes as listed in the policy, specific actions are taken by the organization. They are called guidelines. For effective communication, training will be provided to all the organization levels. All the employees should have a working IT support so that they can perform their job function and have a good communication with the complete team. The online platform which are used by the employees needs to be updated regularly based on the feedback from the employees. For an employee to request the remote work privileges, first we need to ensure that their job function can be done remotely. And once it is established, there should be an approval process for the employee. We need to ensure that the remote employees are available based on their location and their time zones. There should be a platform for timekeeping and attendance for these employees. Since we have a diverse culture, we also have a diversity based on language. So to provide an effective communication, we need to ensure that the training are provided to all the employees. All the tasks should be assigned based on the skill and the location of the employees. To identify the risk in a workplace, we need to provide a checklist to the employees and we can conduct inspections. We need to provide a setting working hour time limit so that the employees can rest accordingly. There should be workshops which are conducted on mindfulness and all the employees should be encouraged to participate in that. Being an hybrid team leader adds a few more responsibility than leading a team from the office. One of the main issues would be communication and effective management of the team. Set expectations and ensures that all members understand the responsibility shared by all. One of the main conflicts that can arise in a hybrid team would be the fight between the remote team and the office employees. This is due to the lack of communication between team members and the team leaders. The team leaders need to ensure that all the members have equal responsibility and promote a culture in which they can support each other. The team leaders need to ensure that they need to focus on each member of the team and provide equal time to all of them. The team leaders need to shift their views of measuring the performance of team members from the quantity hours of work to the quality of work. They need to develop separate effective communication methods for office and remote employees, since the remote employees miss out on face-to-face interactions. So to make them feel that they are part of the team, it's always better to replace the emails with video and voice calls. Ensure that there is a fair rewards and benefit system for all the team members. Team leaders need to update all the remote members about the company and the decisions made by the team. Now, the responsibility of team members. Team members need to ensure that they have a proper workplace without any distraction at their home or their office. They need to be accountable for their task and ensures their availability and full attendance during the working hours. They need to communicate effectively through an online platform as listed by the organization and contact IT support if they face.
Now I'm going to talk about something about the staff engagement plan. When formulating policies and guidelines, we not only consider the ideas of management but also selected options from employees in the company. Most of employees do not want to let the management ask them to work in a commanding tone for a long time. They want to participate in team building and team management, and they hope their options can be managed by the manager, team leader, or even boss. Hearing and adopting it will also increase their enthusiasm and confidence in their work. Here are three methods we considered. First, every team leader can informally communicate with team members by Zoom meetings, telephone consultings, or even to get their thoughts, views, and requirements on the draft of the company's guidelines. Secondly, the company can take the formal online publicity and comments basic on the internal network platform to publish the draft guidelines and others. Employees can comment under the specific term to point out personal options and suggestions and evaluate them. Thirdly, each team can select a trustworthy representative to direct participant in modifies of the draft of guidelines, represent the thought of the employees. After the staff participants according to above methods, there are also three ways they can get feedback. According to the first methods of engagement, team leaders can acquire some value information to feedbacks to the drafters of the relevant contents, allow them to modify the contents from the staff's mind. Due to the direct commenting and evaluation by the second methods, company management and the related contents drafters can consider the modified or delete some contents which are negative from staff. The feedback of the third method is direct. Representatives directly discuss the management and the contents drafters, then modifies or add or delete the comments. After that, staff will receive the results by email and other formal ways. This kind of engagement plans will also bring some new problems. Some staff may be elected to get more benefits or power when making comments, regardless of whether this affects the entire company. This may also be case that many people bribe management reviewer to allow their options to be adopted. We sought some way to solve this problem. First, strengthen the sort and the screening of the options collected. First, remove the suggestions that are not beneficial to the company, and then remove the options which have a strong personal interest. On the other hand, the selection of management reviewer personnel should also be cautious, because the improper selection of people can easily lead to the phenomenon of barbary.
Thank you, Yushi. How the hybrid model affect client relationships? First of all, it affects communication efficiency between company and clients. In the case of a hybrid model, a simple response may be delayed for a long time due to employees, location, or time zone constraints. Inefficient communication consumes clients' patience and then affects clients' relationships. Secondly, it affects the further development of the client relationships. Face-to-face communication makes it easier for employees to use body language to create a customer-centric communication situation. However, the hybrid model restricts the exercise of employees' body language. Body language plays an important role in promoting clients' relationships. Therefore, more and more online communication will affect the deep development of client relationships. Our team have two recommendations for this challenge. The first one, listen to your team. Improve the hybrid model efficiency by meeting employees' requirements firstly, and then employees will focus on their work at this challenge time. Then the communication efficiency with clients will be guaranteed. The second one, listen to clients. Create customer-centric corporate culture. A good communication atmosphere can help us better understand our clients' needs. A solution that can meet customer needs well can improve the customer satisfaction and then better maintain the client relationships. Now, I will hand over to Yushu. He will provide a conclusion.
Now I'm going to do the conclusion part. Due to the impact of COVID-19, the hybrid working model that combines online and offline officials has been rapidly developed. Therefore, how to better supervise, manage, and operate this working model to make it more efficient is now a question that people should think about. This is all our presentation. Thank you.